Reb Daniel is a beloved Daf Yomi Magid Shir, and he has a large shir with many balabatim who won't miss a day. One of the key participants in his shir is Zalman. But there's something very unique about Zalman. Zalman comes the second the shir starts, and he leaves the second the shir is over. Because you see, Zalman is a heavy smoker. And he needs to chaperine his cigarette before the shir. And the second as the shir is over, he hasn't had a cigarette for almost an hour. He dashes out and he has a cigarette. One day, out of the clear blue, Zalman shows up 15 minutes before the shir, and he's schmoozing and he's talking. And when the shir is over, he stays some more. And Reb Daniel, the Maggid Shir, can't believe it. And he says, Zalman, tell me something. Did you give up smoking? And Zalman says, Rebbe, I did. And I think this time, it's for real. And listen to the most remarkable story that Zalman shares. Zalman says, in my office, there is a secular Israeli fellow who I work together with all the time. And I've been nudging him forever to wear tefillin. And he always rebuffs my efforts in the kindest and most respectful way. I have a meeting, I'm busy, I'm not up to it. He's got 1,000 excuses, but he has never put on tefillin. And a few days ago, I cornered him. And I said to him, I need to understand you. How long is it going to take for you to put on tefillin and say just the first pasuk and the first parak in Shema? The whole thing top to bottom will be 4 minutes. You're not willing to give 4 minutes? I don't know, on the chance that there's olam haba, on the chance that there's eternity, it'll help you in every area of your life. You'll be more matzliach in parnas. What's the issue? What's your hesitancy? And the Israeli fellow said back to me, he says to me, you need to understand something. I have a schedule, I have a routine, and I don't like changing things. Putting on tefillin each morning changes things, and that's not for me. He said, come on, 4 minutes, you're making a big deal out of nothing. And the guy turns to me, and he says something that rocked my world. He says, can I ask you something, Zalman? You smoke, right? Yeah. What would happen if I asked you to change something in your life and not to smoke? Would you be able to kick the habit? Unquestionably not. So how do you have the audacity to ask me to change my life when you can't change yours? Zalman says, when I heard those words, it struck me like a thunderbolt. And I said to him, you know what? I'm willing to make you a deal. If I change my habit, if I kick the habit, would you be willing to change your schedule and put on tefillin? And the Israeli guy said, 100%. As long as you don't smoke, I will put on tefillin. You have my word. Zalman says, starting that day, I have not touched a cigarette. Because every time that I have a craving and I'm about to do it, I realize if I do it, he's going to stop putting on tefillin. I can't bring myself to stop another yid from putting on tefillin. Reb Daniel Zalman says, I haven't touched a cigarette, and I'm pretty sure that I won't. My friends, you know, when it comes to areas of Shmir Sainaim, of not looking at things that we're used to looking to, of changing our technology consumption habits, it's change. And human beings are very hesitant when it comes to change. We can't kick the habit. We don't want to change our schedule. We want it to be business as usual. But if we realized that if we change, the things around us will change in the most profound way. Our relationship with our wife, our shalom bayis, our chinuch with our children, our parnasa, our avodah. There's so many other changes that are dependent on our change. Then I think we'll be able to have the inner kaichas to say, you know what? I'm willing to change because I understand that if I change, the world around me will change with me.